Another season which we can notice in Europe, that is autumn. The climate changes again in September and October. Trees turn red and yellow and begin. Two agricultural operations are wound up. It is cut and dried for feeding form. And in winter, grapes and other fruits plucked and used for making wine, jam, juices of various kinds and otherwise. We know very well that, my dear children, India is a land of agriculture. Majority of our Indian population, they are engaging in agriculture only. So let us see the agriculture and land in Europe. And especially European plains, we know very well that, and they are river valley fertile lands. See here, almost, if you observe that, we know very well that Europe, take for example Norway, Sweden and Denmark, England, Ireland, Germany, Netherlands, Belgium, France, Spain, Portugal and islands, this Corsica, Sardinia, Italy. So almost these are all covered with water, where we can see the oceans and even rivers also. So that's why European agriculture, especially if you observe, my dear children, it's very fertile. Their land is very fertile. Fertile means which we call them as alluvial soils. It rains here all through, and the rivers too do not dry up in season. So water is abundantly available in Europe, and because of that, the plains are suitable for agriculture. The plains are very suitable for agriculture. However, a large part of Europe is mountainous and suitable for agriculture. And some countries have very fertile land, especially very fertile land. And some are little agricultural land. For example, only 3% of the land of Norway is available for cultivation. So it is a northern country in Europe. And 30% of England is cultivable, while in Germany it is 40%. It is 40%. It is 40%. But this is very different from our country. In India, 55% of land is available for cultivation. But there is an acute shortage of land in Holland. What is another name of Holland? Netherlands. The people of Holland have reclaimed small portions of land from the sea by building embankments called dikes to push back the sea. The land that is reclaimed is called polder. What is that? Polder. In Eastern and Northern Europe, it is not possible to cultivate land in winter, as snow covers it for almost 6 months. Because of this covering of snow about 6 months, it is not possible to cultivate the land. The snow begins to melt only in spring, leaving very little time for crops to ripen. It is in spring that sowing takes place and crops ripen in the summer months and are ready for harvest in autumn. As a result, it is possible to raise only one crop in a year in these parts. What are those parts? Eastern and northern part of Europe. Northern part of Europe. However, the southern Europe is possible to raise 2 crops a year. 2 crops a year. And why is it possible to raise 2 crops in the Mediterranean countries? That you have to discuss and answer me. And what are the important crops in Europe concerned? Wheat is the main crop of European plains. Which is that? Wheat. It is grown extensively in France, Germany, Russia, Ukraine, Poland, Italy, Greece. Where is that? Okay, what is that? Wheat is the main crop. And what are the countries? What are the countries? Germany. So this is Germany. Okay, and Russia. So this part we call it Russia, and Ukraine. Okay, Poland. So this is Poland, right? So we have seen that fruit cultivation is prominent in southern Europe. Fruits like grapes are used for making wine. And the Mediterranean countries like Portugal, Spain, Italy, and southern France are famous for their wines. What are those? Portugal, Spain, Italy, and southern France. So what are the important crops? Barley, oats, rye, sugar beet, potato. So these are all important crops of Europe. Sugar is manufactured from